guys, we are at EPCOT for Flower and Garden Festival. I'm so excited to try some new foods, see some topiaries and flowers, and take you with us for all the spring fun. I'm Brittany, and this is Extra Magic Minutes. It's a beautiful day to be at the Flower and Garden Festival today. This is the second day of the festival. Yesterday the weather was pretty awful. I did come out because I wanted to see the first day and see everything that was new, but it rained, it was windy, it was warm, it was humid, then it wasn't humid anymore and it was cold. So the weather was something. Today is a beautiful day. It's cool enough for me to wear a sweatshirt. So we got to bring Kermit out again, so I was really excited about that. Today we're gonna be doing the Garden Graze food stroll. This is a plant-based food stroll around EPCOT, and we're gonna try some new food, so I'm excited about that. We're also going to do the Spike's Pollen-Nation Exploration Scavenger Hunt. This is a scavenger hunt where you look for Spike the bees throughout EPCOT, and we're gonna get a prize at the end. And then we're gonna see some new topiaries, some new gardens, and just see what the festival has to offer. I did get one food item that is not on the Garden Graze food stroll. I was like, I'm just gonna get Garden Graze things, I'm gonna be good. But there's a few things I really wanted to try, so we were already here at Connections Cafe, and I saw they had this carrot cake Liege waffle, and I had to get it. This is the carrot cake Liege waffle with candied pecans and cream cheese icing. It was $5.79, and it's new this year, and you can get it at Connections Cafe and Connections Eatery. This Liege waffle is the way they all should be. It is so much better than the other ones. I know some people love them. I don't know what I'm missing there. I feel like they're usually very dry, but this one is not dry at all. It has carrot in the Liege waffle, and I think it has like cinnamon and some spices in there as well. It's still giving that kind of cinnamon roll flavor that the Liege waffles usually give for me, but this one has way more moisture. The nuts on top are a nice little like extra texture. I feel like carrot cake is the perfect flavor to do this with, and now I'm gonna try some with the icing. The icing is great, oh my God. It's really good. No, I am not gonna be a Liege waffle convert unless they're all like this. I love carrot cake. I wouldn't say I'm a carrot cake expert, but I do try to get anything that I find that's carrot cake flavored. And this is very, very good. I'm super impressed. Oh my gosh, we're starting off so strong with new things at the festival. I love that there's a big Spike the bee and you're supposed to see it from a bee's vantage point. So there's all these giant flowers, there's big topiary displays, and Spike the bee is quite large, which is nice. He's not like a tiny little bee, he's big. He's a big bee. I also like that they have some maquettes in there that show some of the topiaries before they build them, sort of what they model them on. And then they have a little bit of information about the festival. I did find out that the first festival was only 38 days long, and that was 30 years ago. 38 is such a weird number to choose for the festival for the length of time. I don't know why, but that information is in there. There's like a little bit of info. I sort of would have liked to have maybe like an interactive class where they have the horticulturists showing how they build things, or just more information, like maybe a topiary like as it processes through being made for the festival. I know I said in our guide that I don't want to know how you make a topiary, but I kind of do want to know. So I would like to see that in there, but I think it's very relaxing. You could sit in there, it's nice. There's no merchandise on sale in there, so the vibe is like kind of more chill, less you're in a mall and shopping, and more like you could sit in there and relax and feel like a little bee. And by the way, if you're looking for a full guide to the festival before you come, since this festival goes on for a couple of months, we do have a full guide. We'll have a link in the description below, and if you're watching on your phone, a link will be somewhere on the screen. And we'd love for you to check it out, especially if you're looking for more information about what to do when you come to the festival.
Get some food.
Oh yeah. Gitchy goo means that I love you. I already did squirrels in my pants, so we have to do Gitchy Gitchy Goo, my other favorite song from Phineas and Ferb. We finally found their topiaries. I hadn't seen them before. They are returning, but I wasn't here when they were here before, so it's my first time seeing them, and they look great. I love how they're like standing with each other. Phineas is holding some flowers. I think his finger was pointing at Ferb before, but it looked a little weird, so they have these cute flowers in his hand now. And I love that they're here. I think they're doing a Phineas and Ferb new show on Disney Plus, or they're continuing the show on Disney Plus, so that's why they're here. But I like when they have little Disney Channel things at the festival, because you don't see a lot of Disney Channel stuff, and they look so good. They're right by Spaceship Earth, so you can get a nice picture with Spaceship Earth in the background and with the topiaries, so I think that's a really cool spot to have topiaries. They haven't had them there in years past. They also have the Mickey and Minnie and Pluto and Chip and Dale topiary over here. There's a really long line for PhotoPass to take pictures with them, but there is a Spike the Bee there, so we found the bee. I also like this year that they have a kite that's like connecting Pluto and Mickey together. It's really cute. I think that's new. They're always here, but I think the kite is new, and they also have a little picnic basket. They're on a picnic together, and everybody wants their picture with them. You also might have noticed that I had an outfit change. I was getting a little warm, so I took off Kermit. Now I have Orange Bird on. I love when it's cool enough to wear a sweatshirt because I get 2 outfits for the price of 1. I promise we're going to get food now. We keep getting distracted by all the beautiful topiaries. I'm like, oh, a beautiful topiary there. Oh, Phineas and Ferb. Oh, look, it's Mickey Mouse. Oh, look, a bee. There's butterflies over there. But I have to eat something. Citrus Blossom, which is in the Odyssey building, and we got our first 2 items on the Garden Graze food stroll. Let's start with the lumpia because we need to do savory first. We have the lumpia with plant-based pork, green papaya salad, and yuzu sweet and sour. This is plant-based and it was $6. Smells a little spicy. I'm gonna try it without the sauce first. It looks like it's gonna be crispy. This is very good. I know it's probably bad to say, but I've never had savory lumpia before, and the only other lumpia I've had are the ones that are sweet at Pandora. These ones are way better. Love the flavor there. It's so crunchy. It's cooked really well. It's fried, but like it doesn't have an oily, greasy feeling about it. And the inside filling is great. The sauce is not spicy like I thought it was gonna be, and the yuzu is really coming through. It's very citrusy. I thought it was gonna be like more pepper forward and not so yuzu forward, but it's really good. I haven't tried the slaw yet, so let's try that. So this is a papaya slaw, and honestly, it kind of smells like vanilla. It has carrots and papaya in there. That's what I can see. Let's see what it tastes like. It was a little spicy. Why is it spicy? Ah! It's very slight, but I didn't expect it, so it surprised me. You tricked me, slaw. It's a very front-forward spice, and I didn't expect it, so I wasn't ready. I thought the sauce was going to be spicy, and then it wasn't, so I was lulled into a false sense of security, but there's a little bit of spice on there. It is still really good. It has a nice crunchy texture. It has a lot of acidity, which is really nice with the fried element. It's a little spicy. I don't even know what the spice would be. I'm like, what's spicy on you? What are you spicy from? But I really like these lumpia. I would definitely get them again. I'm not good at identifying what the spice is. I said, where's this spice coming from? The boyfriend says it's from chili oil, which I expected the sauce to have chilies and the slaw to be like crunchy and vegetable-y, but not spicy. It's very front forward though, so it's not that bad. This is the lemon tart with lemon curd, blood orange fluid gel, aquafaba meringues, and raspberry powder, and this was $5 and it's plant-based. I love lemon tarts, but I'm very curious how this one is gonna be since it is vegan and it has aquafaba meringues on it. Aquafaba is like chickpea juice, basically. It's usually chickpeas. It could be another bean, but chickpea is almost always what it is. And it's a vegan egg substitute that you can use to make meringues, things like that. So I've never actually had it before. I just know what it is. So I'm very curious about the texture and the taste. Oh, yeah, it's crispy. Let's see the blood orange gel under there. I need some of you. It's good, but I don't think it's great. I think the lemon curd is really good. Aquafaba meringue just tastes like any meringue. It actually doesn't really affect the flavor or texture of it, so that's great. Great substitute. The crust is throwing me off a little bit. It has like a weird aftertaste that I can't place. It's also it's crumbly, but it's very hard to cut through. I thought it would be a little more crispy, but instead it's just kind of like almost sandy in the mouth. It's growing on me. The boyfriend had a really good point that it tastes like those Hostess hand pies, the lemon flavor one, in the best way possible. And I think he's completely right, especially the filling really tastes like that filling. I think the only thing that I'm missing, obviously, is a little bit of butter in the crust, but it is a vegan substitute. So I think like vegan butter maybe doesn't give you the same flakiness that you would get. And maybe it's just that type of crust where it's kind of short. So I think it's really good. I would probably get it again, and I think it's a really good vegan dessert. Like, I feel like sometimes vegan desserts are really hard to make, and they did a really good job with this one.
I'd get 5 of them.
The boyfriend says he would get 5 of them. He really likes it a lot. That meringue is great. It's really good. I always love how they retheme the Odyssey depending on the festival. So they have little places you can take pictures with an orange bird mural. They have light displays. The tables are themed to citrus fruits. We had an orange table, but there's limes and lemons. The only thing I wish is that the lighting in here was a little bit better, but it's nice in the summer to be able to come into some air conditioning, have a table you can stand at. There are actually tables with seats, which is a rare find in EPCOT, and I always like that they retheme it. I think it's really nice. Next we're at Brunchcot, and we're getting another stamp on our garden Graze. This is the biscuits and gravy featuring Impossible sausage with pepper jelly. It's plant-based and it was $6.75. This is one of the few things that we haven't tried at Brunchcot, and everything here is great. This is one of my favorite booths. I love the avocado toast. I love the cinnamon roll bites. Those are also amazing. So I'm excited to try this too. Plant-based gravy. Let's find out what it's all about. I'm actually really surprised about how much I like this. The red pepper jelly is probably my favorite thing on there, and I was like, what if it's spicy? I don't know, I keep getting tricked by spicy things. It's not spicy at all, it's very sweet. The boyfriend said he was gonna take 1 bite so he could give his opinion, and he ate like 4 bites of it. So now we've discussed. We've come to a consensus that I think the only problem with this dish, if I were gonna nitpick, is that it really needs more salt, especially in the gravy. The other thing is that the sausage it doesn't really add anything to the situation. It could not be there and the dish would be the same for me. It doesn't really have a lot of flavor. It'd be nice if it had some like spices or seasoning in there, or just tasted like something. My boyfriend told me to tell you that it needs to be more sausagey. What does that mean? I guess you can decide. But I do think that this biscuit is phenomenal for a vegan biscuit. Like, I don't know how they did that. That's some sorcery and magic. It tastes really, really good. Just tastes like a regular biscuit. If you said there was no butter in there, like I would be surprised if I didn't already know. It's pretty good. I wouldn't say it's the best dish at Brunchcot, but I would say that it's not like as bad as I think some people said last year that they really, really thought it was terrible. I don't know if they've improved it or they're just being hard on it, but I think it's pretty good, especially for a vegan dish. If they put this red pepper jelly in a jar, I would definitely buy it. I think it's a really smart idea to put it on a biscuits and gravy, because sometimes biscuits and gravy can be so overly fatty, like every component on it is rich, and that really cuts through the richness. It's really good. Not to constantly add more notes, but I think we figured out the sausage issue. Aside from the fact that it doesn't really have that sort of sausagey umami, which I hate that word. Blech. That's the only way I can really describe it. It's just a really small piece for like a whole biscuit, because you get the bottom and the top. We need a thicker piece of sausage. It's just not enough sausage. So now we have 3 stamps for the garden graze already. It's kind of funny that the stamp colors are citrusy colored, but you can't see them on the oranges. Like I like the redesign with the oranges, but you can't really see the stamps. 3 stamps though, we only need 2 more. We found the Spike the Bee at the World Discovery Playground. This used to be like Wall-E themed. I don't think it's Wall-E themed anymore, but this one is Impatience. Impatience. I am impatient. Not really, actually. I'm pretty patient. You're going the wrong direction. It's this way. Time for my favorite bee, the tomato bee. It's this one. Found a bee, our first Bee of World showcase in Mexico Pavilion. And now we're gonna go over and see some orchids, because we're never here at this time to see them with the light. We always start in Canada and then it's too dark by the time we get over here. So I wanna check out those flowers. It's so pretty in here, although this is kind of like a walkway and there's orchids on it. My favorites are the white ones with a little purple polka dots, but we also found a giant lizard who is so cool. He found a nice sunny spot, he's in the best spot, and he looks like Godzilla, but a little lizard. Elsa Topiaries are some of my favorites, and they gave Elsa a new cape this year. It looks so good. I will say the Elsa Topiary I think is absolutely stunning. The Moana Topiary is like a little bit derpy. Like she has her arms almost like she's trying to do the same thing as Elsa, but she can't, and her face is a little like, whoa. She's like, American Adventure Pavilion, and we found another bee. This one is a magnolia bee, and it's next to Tiana. Magnolia is one of my favorite flowers, so I always love this bee. It's no tomato bee, but it's pretty close. And Tiana is the prettiest girl in school. This is one of my favorite topiaries. I think the dress is gorgeous. The gradient of green and yellow is so stunning, and she's just so pretty. I love Tiana. Also, we were walking by the DVC booth, and a nice DVC man gave me some Pollen-Nation Moana 2 stickers. I gotta tell you, half the reason we do the scavenger hunt is because I love stickers. I was a sticker kid when I was little, and I love stickers still. I don't know, I'll probably just hold on to them because I get very like, I can't choose where to put them, so then I never put them anywhere. But 4 Moana stickers, I'm so excited. We're in the Japan Pavilion and we found the bee here. It's in a different spot this year than last year. Pretty much they've all been in the same spot so far. So this one is in a new spot. It's in the Kokodama garden, but it's in the back, kind of near the merchandise store. And I know I shouldn't give you spoilers of where the bees are. However, if you're watching this and you know we're doing the scavenger hunt, there's spoilers for the bees. So this one is right next to a hidden Mickey Kokodama, which is pretty cool. Kokodamas are like moss balls that grow at the bottom of a plant, and you can hang them or you can put them in a pot on the ground. But they have a Mickey one right in front of the bees. However, in the spot where the Spike the Bee was last year, they have more of the Shishi-odoshi gardens, which are the boyfriend's favorite. They're deer scaring gardens, so they kind of like make noise and they have water features. This year, they really jazzed them up. They're even better. They have like a xylophone that plays music, so it's not just the tubes that the water moves through and they move around. They were playing whole songs. I just love those gardens. I could sit up there all day and just like watch them and relax, and I kind of think that's their point, right? That's their feature and function. Other than scaring deer, they're for relaxing Britneys. The pepper bee at the Spice Garden in Morocco. We're at La Isla Fresca to get another stamp for the garden Graze. This is our 4th stamp, so we only need 1 more before we can get the prize. And we got the coconut chocolate Flancocho. This is a chocolate cake with coconut custard and passion fruit caramel, and it's plant-based. It was $5.25, and it's new this year, so I'm pretty excited to try it. I got a spoon in my pocket, and I'm ready to eat. I like the flavor a lot because I love passion fruit, and I think that really comes through with the passion fruit caramel. I would say that's more of like a plate sauce than a caramel. It might just be that they caramelized a sauce, but it's pretty liquidy. Like, it is not, there's no like caramel structure to it. It's basically like water that tastes like passion fruit and caramel. The only thing that's a little bit off for me is that I feel like it's 2 mushy textures, 2 different mushy textures, but they're both mushy. So the flan part on top is almost a little too gelatinous, like it's a little bit too structured together. It doesn't really have any jiggle. I like flan, but I think this one I have a little bit too much gelatin in it to keep that shape. And then the brownie part on the bottom, the cake, is also kind of mushy. Like, I expected maybe like a little more cakey, but it's kind of like a fudgy brownie. Maybe I need to try it with this chocolate piece because there's nothing like crunchy on there. It'd be nice if it had like a crunchy nut or like a little bit of a, maybe like a bottom part that was like graham crackery. I don't know, just something with a little extra texture because it's 2 mushy textures and 2 different ones. So a little bit of a weird mouth feel. Ew, I hate that word, but I can't think of a better way to describe it. I was reluctant to break into the chocolate piece that was on top while the boyfriend took care of that. He broke into little pieces. So let me get a little piece with the chocolate. See if that adds to the texture situation. So much sauce. That helps with the texture. It does make the predominant flavor chocolate. The one thing I would say that I don't really like about it is that it doesn't really have a coconut flavor at all. And I think the coconut needs to be there to tie it to the passion fruit, because I don't think passion fruit and chocolate go great together. But if coconut was in there, I'd be like, oh, it's like tropical flavors, passion fruit, coconut. And then maybe I would even do it without chocolate. No, I don't know. What they would put on the bottom, like a graham cracker situation, would be better, I think, than this chocolate cake that's on here. But I love passion fruit, so I do like it. I just think I probably wouldn't get it again unless they change some things up for next year. But I do really like the idea. I think it's very creative. I like that they're trying different flavors together. But it's okay. I mean, I'm going to finish it for sure because I like this passion fruit sauce. I think it's really good. We found another bee in France. Of course, it's the rose. Only 3 bees left. at the English tea gardens, and we found another bee. This one is the camellia bee. You'd think it would be chamomile, but it's camellia, which may be the same thing and just a flower. I really don't know. I'm not a tea girly. I'm a coffee girl. We got our final item on the Garden Graze food stroll. It's from Trowel and Trellis. This one is a repeat item for us. We got all the things that we hadn't had before, and we were like, which one was our favorite last year? We loved this one, so we got it again. This is the Farmhouse Meatball featuring impossible beef with lentil bread, spinach, marinated vegetables, and creamy herb aioli. It's plant-based and it was $6. I got a fork, I don't think I need it. I feel like there's more veggies this year. Was it cold last year? This is great, just as good as last year. I think the beef has an amazing flavor. I don't care at all that it's impossible meat. They definitely put other things in there to add to the flavor of it, because I think if it tastes like the sausage, which I don't know, I never really eat impossible meat other than at Disney, but they add some stuff in there that gives it a really good flavor. It almost is juicy, like it really feels like real meatball. And the spinach in there adds a nice freshness. There's a little bit of aioli in there that adds like a kind of garlicky flavor. Hey, what? Caught at the scene of the crime. Oh my gosh, she's eating the whole thing. Well, I'm gonna have to get another snack now. Eat the whole thing. And I think there's red peppers in there or tomatoes. They're really good. They add a nice acidity. Sauce is great. This is like a perfect bite. Also, that lentil wrap is amazing. Like, can I buy those at the store? Because they're very, very good. I'm sure they're healthy because they're like beans and stuff, like lentils, great, really healthy. If you like Mediterranean flavors, this is the thing to get. It's so good. We came back and got it a second year. So yes, we would definitely get it again. And I think I might have to get my own because he's leaving. He's leaving, no!
Because then they fly out on Monday. This isn't a stamp.
We got our prize. It's Dole Whip. Well, we almost did it. We almost finished the food stroll before it got dark out, which would have been a record for us, but it's never happened. And you know what? It probably never will. But this is the prize for the Garden Graze food stroll. We got pineapple Dole Whip, and it's plant-based vanilla swirled. So kind of like a classic flavor, and it is back in the cup, which is kind of a surprise because they didn't have it the last two festivals, and I thought that was because of like trying to be like more eco-friendly because it's a single-use plastic, but this is the festival about plants and the environment, and they are using a single-use plastic, so that's a little surprising. But they did give me also, which I joked about in our guide, a packet of seeds. I got a wildflower mix. So I got seeds too, and some Dole Whip. I've never had plant-based vanilla soft serve from Disney. It's great. It tastes just like the regular vanilla. They could use that all the time and just have Dole Whip, because Dole Whip is already vegan, but this is also vegan, and usually if you get it swirled, it's not vegan, so they could do that and I would never know the difference. It's really good. Dole Whip's so good. So next, even though it's dark out, we still have 2 more bees to find. There's one at the Honey Bistro, and then there's one near the Butterfly Garden. And then we have to get our prize for that, and we have to check out some merch. I did already find some merch. I'm wearing it on my head. One more bee. We found our final Spike the Bee. I think some of the other ones might have lighting on them, but this one, he's back there in the dark. But he is salvia, That's the last sticker I have, so that's the bee that he is. Come here, sticker. We did it. We finished the scavenger hunt and we had to go get our prize. But I did want to mention, because this bee, the last bee that we found, is right next to the butterfly garden, which does close at dusk, so it's closed now. We love the butterfly landing. It's one of our favorite gardens. It's probably the favorite garden. However, we wanted to wait a couple of weeks to come because last year we came on the first day and there were a lot of butterflies. Oh my God, what are butterflies? And there were a lot of butterflies that were not even out of their chrysalises yet. So we're gonna do another flower and garden video soon and we'll come back and see the butterflies. You have a pretty good view from here. Yeah, it's nice. That flower is blocking you from seeing down there. Now, if you could turn around, you could see Spaceship Earth, which would probably be your favorite. Well, boy, is there a lot of merch at this festival. I don't know how much we're gonna be able to cover. We're gonna do as much as we can, starting with a watering can. It's $24.99. It's kind of lightweight. You can water your plants and pretend you're an orange bird while you're doing it. This is sort of a new style of hat. Now, almost all the merchandise for the festival has this 30th anniversary stamp or like an embroidered thing on it, so I like that because it is the 30th anniversary. It makes the merch special, collectible even. More excuses to buy it. But this hat is cool. It's kind of a different style. I already have a hat on, so put it on top of the hat. Not my look. This year they have an orange bird matching set. They have shorts and a little t-shirt with an all-over print of orange bird. It would be kind of expensive to buy both of them and it would be extremely extra. However, I am extremely extra, so I like the look. I saw someone wearing it today and I thought it was super cute with both of them together, or you could just get one or the other. You don't have to do both. This next one is interesting. So Lug has been doing a partnership since last year with EPCOT for the festivals. They do like special bags. This is the first time they've done one of these water bottle bags. So you could put your bottle in there, go on your little hot girl walk. You could put your wallet too, or you could just go on a regular person walk, maybe like a sluggish walk. It doesn't have to be hot. This is 50 bucks. A bunch of brands are doing these now so that you can kind of carry your drink, but the nice thing about Lug is that they have removable straps, so you could do crossbody, you could do it over your shoulder, you could wear it as a fanny pack if you want, like kind of the rugged adventurer orange bird look. I just think it's cute. The Loungefly this year is also so cute. It's a Loungefly mini backpack and it has orange bird on it, it has Spike the Bee, but it kind of looks like a camp bag, like it has patches on it. I think it's so cute. It is $89 though, which is outside of my budget for the festival, but I do really like it. If I'm being totally honest, I actually think this feels like it would wear off on your back. It's like kind of almost like it's raised a little bit. I think that would come off pretty easily, but I do like that the straps are two-tone orange and green, and then the bag is yellow. And then on the front they actually do have some embroidered patches, including one that says "Peelin' Happy," just like my hat. This shirt with orange bird on it is so cute. It says "Think Orange," and then it also says "Peelin' Happy," like my hat. Matches again. The funny thing about orange bird is that every year they kind of have different merch with him on it, and he's always a different color orange. So I have like 4 pairs of orange bird ears, and I can never match the oranges to him. So, but this is a different orange, kind of similar to the shirt I have on today, but a different color orange. Anyway, it's really cute. This mug is so cute. It has a little orange bird on the handle and it has little patches like the rest of the collection. Perfect for orange swirls, it says. We have to learn to make them at home. And then it has locally grown on the other side. It says it's from the 30th anniversary, but I really love this little orange bird. I feel like he might break off. You'd have to be really careful with it, but it's so cute. It is $24.99, a little more expensive than regular mugs because it has this extra stuff on it, but I think it's really cute. A match! I actually think this spirit jersey is so cute. It has 2 different textures on it. So the top part has the logo, EPCOT International Flower and Garden Festival, but the bottom part is almost like a terry cloth material and it has a pattern of orange bird. It feels really nice. I feel like it would be nice and lightweight in the summer. Be like, I'm wearing a towel on the lower half of me and then a shirt on the top half. But I don't mind that it's towel-esque. I feel like that gives it a summery vibe. And it's a bright orange color, which is fun. Everyone will be able to find you no matter where you are. And it's $79.99, which is like the standard price for spirit jerseys. I honestly thought it might be a little bit more expensive because of the different textures. Not that I want it to be. These ears are so cute.
Yeah.
I have 4 pairs of orange bird ears. I already said that. Do I need another pair? No. But I posted in my stories on Instagram and you all said that I need these. So maybe I need them. They're also scented. Can it get any better? Do they smell like citrus though? That's a faint scent. I don't know if I'd call that scented, but I do think they're so cute. They have the 30th on them, which makes them commemorative, which means I need them. But there's lots of them, so I don't have to buy them right now. They're $44.99 because they are loungefly ears. That's the price for loungefly ears, so I'm not surprised at the price. I'm not happy about the price, but that's the price that they are. This is the second lug bag that they have. It's nice. This year they did one for Spike the Bee. So this is the Spike the Bee collection. Last year they had an orange bird lug bag, and this year they have a Spike the Bee one. This is the usual one they do for the festivals. It's like a crossbody. You can wear it a bunch of different ways, and it's $65, and it has Spike on it. Hello, little friend. Look how cute he is. It's a Spike the Bee shoulder plush. Does Spike have fans enough to have a shoulder plush? I'm not sure, but I think he's adorable. I want one. You want one too. Oh, well, he likes them. We have to get him. He's $24.99, and he's a shoulder plush for Spike the Bee. He also has little wings. Go fly away right off your shoulder. We're pollinators. Now, if you want to do your own Spike the Bee scavenger hunt at home, you want to set one up in your backyard, they have a Spike the Bee garden stake that you can put out in your garden. It's $39.99, so if you want to do your own scavenger hunt, you're going to spend quite a bit of money because you need more than one bee. However, it's cool that you could buy it, especially if you had a really great time doing the scavenger hunt or you're just a big Spike the Bee fan. The one piece of merch I might actually have to get this year, it's the Spike the Bee t-shirt. Oh wait, I already bought a hat. The second piece of merch I might actually have to get this year, it's a Spike the Bee t-shirt. It is so cute. It has little bands around the sleeves like a ringer tee. It has embroidered text on it and it has Spike the Bee. It's this beautiful yellow color. I don't know, I think my next festival look needs to be Spike the Bee. I did orange bird, we've got Kermit green. We need a Spike the Bee outfit. There's too much merch that's good. They have another Spike the Bee t-shirt. I think I like the yellow one a little bit more, but this one's a V-neck, which you don't see very often. And it has Spike the Bee on the back, and it's this beautiful blue color. It says Best Buds, and he's wearing a flower because he's a bee. It has EPCOT Flower and Garden Festival, and he's wearing a little flower on his head because he's so cute. And both of these Spike the Bee shirts are $34.99, which is like the usual price for Disney t-shirts. And I want both of them. No, I can't get both, but I really like the yellow one. I might end up getting that. Now we're in the Alice in Wonderland collection. There's so many different things to look at for the merchandise. This is one of the longer festivals, so they do a lot more merch. So you get a cool hat. How much are you? This is $29.99. I feel like you could garden in this hat. It has like a lightweight feel, but it would definitely cover the sides. Not quite a bucket hat, my favorite, but kind of like a longer. I don't even know what this hat's called. Oh, a rocking horsefly and a bread and butterfly. Speaking of bread and butterflies, look at this. It's a bread and butterfly loungefly purse. This is such a great idea. I love loungeflies that are like shaped like a thing. I know they're not as functional as a little backpack, but who doesn't want to wear a little bread and butterfly? There's flowers on the strap, and on the back it has everyone from Alice in Wonderland. It has Alice, it has the caterpillar, and it says Flower and Garden Festival. This is $75. I found a very cute Alice in Wonderland t-shirt. It has stitching on the sleeves. It has a little pocket on the front that says EPCOT International Flower and Garden Festival, and then on the back it has Caterpillar, but for some reason he has human hands. Does he always have human hands? Because I feel like I don't remember him having human hands, but he has human hands on this shirt. But otherwise, he looks great. Very judgmental, as he always is. Love seeing Caterpillar on merch. It's very rare, so I think that's really fun. And this t-shirt is $34.99. They also have a bread and butterfly dress. The butterflies on there are embroidered, which is really nice. It's kind of like a t-shirt dress, so it doesn't have a lot of shape, but it does have pockets. It has pockets, and it's $49.99, which isn't too bad for a dress. And it's a nice green color. You can learn a lot of things from the flowers. a golden afternoon pillow. It's $39.99. Ooh, oh, you. I love Caterpillar. I think it's fun that he's on the merch. They do have a pair of ears that's themed to Alice in Wonderland. They're Loungefly ears with a removable bow, and they are beautiful. However, the only pair that I can find in this store are on a mannequin. There's lots of places where they sell festival merch around EPCOT, so they might still have them. They just might not have them here. They also had them online yesterday, so I'll put a link in the description below to the full Flower and Garden collection. A lot of this merch is online, which is rare on Disney Store. So if you're looking for something, it might actually be available to you, even if you're not coming to the festival. I got the prize. It's a box. Now we have to take it outside so we can see what's inside. We got our completer prize for Spike the Bee's scavenger hunt. And this year it's a watering can. So they had Mickey, they had Spike the Bee, they had Orange Bird, and they had the one I got. Let's take them out. Who are you? It's Caterpillar. Look at him, he's so grouchy. And this one does not have human hands, thank goodness. Just my hands. What a gift it was today to have a cool day at Flower and Garden Festival. The next time we come out, I know that it will be much warmer than it was today, but I'm excited to come back out and try some new foods, see more topiaries and more gardens, and have even more festival fun. And we had a great day today. I wanted to shout out Becky. Thank you so much for sending us some Buy Me a Coffees. We also wanted to shout out Bridget and all of our patrons over on Patreon. Jim and Sandy, it was so great talking to you yesterday. We got to spend a little bit of time together, which was amazing, and hide from the rain. And I had just a great time today. I hope if you've made it to this point in the video that you might give this video a like. It does help push it out to other people so that more people can find our channel and join us. And if you want to say hello, just leave me a comment. I love talking in the comments to all of you guys. Thanks so much for coming with us on a fun festival day, and we'll see you on the next one.